So the left is crashing out about Sydney Sweeney again. When y'all already roasted for this months ago, and you're back because of this GQ interview. If you look at the interview and look at the body language of Sydney Sweeney, she's very relaxed, very calm. She looks this female in the eye, this female who you know is a white liberal female kook, the bane of human existence in American society and society across the planet. So she sits there and she's like, they got the smarmy look about her, and she rolls her words. Is this I'm better than you, tone? Even though she looks like a basic bitch, nobody in the store would even notice she's alive. If she passed out in front of the avocados at Whole Foods, people would just step over this female. Okay, she's a basic bitch. She's a white liberal.
Hey, Charles.
Nobody gives a crap. So she's interviewing Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is just answering her questions, looking at her dead ass in the eyes and smiling and being very cordial and answering her questions succinctly and very thoroughly. And the crank far left is still crashing out over this issue. Sydney Sweeney is a white female. She's not a libtard. She's not a kook. She's obviously got some fight in her. And if she's not extreme conservative, like myself, by the way, she's somebody who's not going to be rolled over by the woke-ified crank far left who are constantly trying to call her names because she's not full of white guilt like the rest of you. Why should she be ashamed for something she didn't have anything to do with? She is a cute little white girl with like green eyes, blonde hair. So what, dude?
Happy
she has
New
to
Year,
apologize
everyone.
for that now? That's stupid. That's stupid. So anyway, they're crashing out all over the social media about Sydney Sweeney. Oh my gosh, she's just such a white supremacy and white supremacy. Oh, Lord have mercy. You people are exhausting, but stupid. So you know that we just laugh at you and go about our day, right? Sydney Sweeney is not bending to your will. You may as well just leave the girl alone. And while y'all are crashing out, while y'all sending this ugly basic bitch to interview her, that girl said in the interview she's working 16 hours a day, baby. That girl is making her paper, boo-boo. While y'all broke asses is crashing out over her, she's getting paid making it rain, bitches. So keep on, haters. Keep on. Just keep hating. Like Cat Williams said,
the left hates
if you
her.
ain't got a certain number of haters by the summer, you ain't doing your damn job. So keep making the haters, Sydney. We're all with you. Oh my gosh, you leftists, y'all so stupid. You hate yourself and you want her to hate herself. But she's gorgeous. She doesn't have to. See how this works? Yeah, happy Friday. Cheers.
The left really gets triggered when I share this stuff. You know, you should see it. Like if you share it on some YouTube places and Facebook, especially. Not so much Twitter. A little bit there.
Victory for the Trump administration and the Maha movement that is just steamrolling along. The other day, President Trump had the pharmaceutical drug manufacturers in the Oval Office to announce that there would be an extreme reduction in costs for drugs such as Ozempic, Wegovy, whatever. They're diabetic medications or medications that help people who are obese to lose weight.
I've had her on the show twice.
The
But once
cost was very
signal
exorbitant,
isn't good, so
very
it's only
high
really there
previously. And the
like
president
for
and
15 minutes.
RFK
Another time
Jr.,
this came
thank you
on for
both
an
very
hour
much,
and
have
hour 15.
negotiated with these drug manufacturers and these companies to reduce the price significantly. And for all of you, including conservatives, which is really freaking
I'm
pissing me off.
I'm thinking of going live on New Year's Eve, watch the New Year come in. What's everyone think? Is everyone going to be up or not? Are we all older and not doing that stuff? I don't know.
For all of you who are screeching about, oh, just, yeah, these drugs cause this, that, and the, look, let me tell you something.
Yeah, the Alaska weather got here to Western New York. Wind chill's like minus something. I don't know, 8 or 9.
You can't be pleased.
It's windy and cold.
There's just some people you can never please them, no matter what you do,
Yeah.
no matter what the
I put that on my thing so that triggers them. I do like triggering leftist. I have to admit that.
President does. Even conservatives seem to have TDS at this point, but I don't care. I'm not talking to you. Go somewhere and bake some peanut butter cookies or something. I don't freaking know, but stay out of the conversation if you're not going to have anything helpful to say. These drugs are going to be lowered by 60 to 70% from what I'm understanding. And by the way, over 40% of the American population is obese, considered obese in this country. What are we supposed to do with these people?
Yeah,
when RFK,
there's very little fireworks that's legal here in New York State either,
has a mandate to make America healthy again through the MAHA efforts. What is he supposed to do? Where are you supposed to start when 40% of the population is obese? You have to do something that.
I'll be looking forward to this coming year. I'm hoping some more Democrats go down. Looking at this whole fraud with the Somalians, I have another video I'm going to show in a day or two, where they're finding it now in some other states. It's really bad. Massachusetts, for one.
You would not normally do. And in this case, lowering these prices so that people can have access to these drugs so that they can at least start a.
It's all in liberal states that I've seen so far.
Journey to be healthier is absolutely necessary. Close your mouth if you don't have something valuable to add. I am talking about President Trump's accomplishments. I don't want to hear your whining, bitching, moaning, and complaining. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Yep. She's definitely good. Here's more.
The hypocrisy.
I like to save up her videos and play them all back to back to back.
In this country and across the world right now is staggering. This is what Dr. Robert Malone called mass formation psychosis. These people actually think they are in the right. Am I seeing this correctly? Am I seeing this correctly with these Catholic bishops lamenting, bitching, moaning, and complaining about President Trump's mass deportation policies? What? What? Catholic? You heard what I said. Oh, you can't talk
you think they'll do protests
tomorrow? Bishops. You can't say nothing about bishops. I'll roast a bishop. I'll roast a bishop in a heartbeat. When you ain't doing the good Lord's work, when you ain't doing his work, and when you are an apostate, I'm putting you on blast. I'm bringing you to the front of the congregation in front of everybody with your gown dragging behind you. These Catholic bishops made a 4-minute video screeching from the bottom to the top to the bottom of the Catholic Church. Trying to throw some shade on Donald Trump for mass deportation. Where was y'all at when Obama was deporting illegal aliens? because he did it.
We could use them. It's going to take.
I don't remember not damn video from Catholic bishops.
We can't let them win the midterms or take over the Senate. We definitely can't.
Not one. Not one.
Can't let that happen.
Not even a strongly worded letter from the Vatican, honey. Really? Now y'all got something to say. Oh, I am deeply concerned. Concerned. That was the term they used. We are deeply concerned with their pastoral care. Tell them to download the Bible app. It's free. On their way back to their country, they can read it. They can read it in its entirety from Genesis to Revelation, honey. How you go? Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh! Help me, Holy Ghost! You really? Catholic bishops? Are y'all the same Catholic bishops that have had to clean up the mess of y'all priests for decades? Are y'all the ones who have had to pay out millions of dollars to families for doing very unholy things to little boys? Really? Really? Y'all have done horrible, unholy things to little altar boys. Help them, Lord. And now they're adults and they're telling on you. And now you got the nerve to try to lecture President Trump. He's the one who is stopping human trafficking, you freaking morons. I'll roast a priest in a heartbeat.
Oh, does he?
Y'all ain't standing by your doctrine.
I thought that's what you meant.
You're not standing by your doctrine. I've been to Catholic church before. I went to Catholic church. Oh, yeah. I've never been Catholic,
William,
but I've been to Catholic church.
I don't want to,
yes, I have.
I don't want to overlap when you're.
And y'all is not following your doctrine. You're not following your doctrine.
Or Eastern time. I'll be
you're dishonoring the memory of the Holy Mother.
Well, I just shared it too.
Peace and grace be upon her forever, Lord. The Holy Mother. How dare you? How dare you? President Trump is saving children from being trafficked. Remember the over 3?
Yeah, the video on that one too, where a judge. I'm going to be playing that in the next few videos. Not tomorrow, but probably the day after. Where a judge, she was making a lot of money, and she was letting all these people that were being arrested for this and letting them off on technicalities. And it turns out she was making a lot of money, and they had a tunnel where it went down into her basement and a long ways to another place where they were holding all these people they were sex trafficking. It's unbelievable. We have judges like that.
350,000 children that nobody knew.
And the Biden people knew about this and was letting it go. They were in on the payoffs.
Knew where they were during the Biden administration. You haven't made any videos concerning that, have you? You haven't made any videos concerning the illegal aliens who have been arrested and deported for doing horrible, unholy things to little children now, have you?
I'll play it on another show. I got all these.
Let me tell you something, here. Catholic bishops.
But I do watch Turley.
These illegals broke our laws.
I see you just posted that one.
It is a crime to break into a country and get here and start demanding welfare payments that you yourself have never paid into.
Because he was a puppet.
You, Catholic charities, have been instrumental in providing funding that you got from USAID to get these people to come here to the tune of over 50 million in 4 years. We already had 25, 30, 50, 11 million already. And y'all brought in 50 million over the term of Joe Biden. And that
you're paying for the planes, private planes.
And now you want to lecture President Trump about immigration? They getting up out of here. They getting up out of here. And they taking their kids with them because we don't want to separate families.
Yeah.
Husbands, mama, baby mamas, mamas, daddies, aunties, uncles, omas, abuelas, everybody getting up out of here.
Families deported together, stay together.
We can't afford all these damn people. And they never should have invited them here in the first place. And we don't give a crap about Catholic bishops. Oh, by the way, before I round this out,
bank on that stuff.
Let me remind you about a headline that I saw recently. Oh, what is this? From the conservative alternative. I like to give credit back to the content creator over on X. Headline: Vatican cracks down on illegal entry into its territory. Oh, that was January of 2025. So, unfettered, absolutely
you're going really early. Okay.
Immigration, or excuse me, invasion.
I'm talking about
for thee, but not for me. Don't come to the Vatican, because we ain't giving you nothing. We don't want you here. You're not welcome. How dare you, Catholic bishops?
Thanks, William. I just don't want to overlap.
Let me tell you something. Maybe you don't read the same Bible that I do. I read the King James Version, just so we're clear.
3 hours later.
But I do recall that God told Nehemiah to build a wall, not a bridge. Mass
I know she was a bit hoarse then.
The beatings will continue until morale is restored. Happy Friday.
Amen.
Catholic bishops, you got your damn nerve. I don't know who the hell you think you trying to lecture. You don't lecture President Trump on nothing after your track record.
Yeah, some of them are pretty sick there.
A very interesting post I saw by Nick Sortor on X. Should we talk about it a little bit? Because I'm extremely annoyed by what I see in the so-called conservative, so-called MAGA community. Yeah, my voice is coming back, bitches. Get ready. Nick Sortor breaking. The official X account of the Democrat Party has deleted.
And the NGOs get the money from our
their post claiming President Trump spent Thanksgiving with Epstein in 2017. He was literally the president. Dumbasses, I concur. You don't think someone would have noticed? Trump should bankrupt the DNC for this.
They are bankrupt.
Again, Nick Sortor, concur with your...
They took out a loan and they haven't been able to pay it back yet. But yet they're still putting all that money up for all the people out there protesting against ICE.
Analysis. He gives credit to Bert Martin _FBI for finding this little gem. So
what they're hoping for is
the last few days up to and leading to the end of the Schumer shutdown, the DNC shutdown, the Democrat communist shutdown, their whining temper tantrum, they tried to clog the news cycle with bullshit about Jeffrey Epstein to make another Russia.
Even England and Canada are both starting to deport some people. Nowhere near the numbers they need to, but enough to give it lip service to say that they're doing something.
A bullshit story that holds no validity in 2025.
Political pressure.
Some of these dumb conservatives actually fell for this shit. I can't support somebody like this. I voted for him in 2016. I voted for him in 2020 and 2024. I can't vote no more for Republicans. I can't vote for Trump no more. I can't. You know what? Get your monkey ass away from us, because we don't need your told ass. We don't need you if all you're going to do is whine and jump off the Trump train every 5 minutes because you see something, because some people did some things. Remember that was Ilhan Omar talking about 9/11? Some people did some things.
Illegals should be our number one expert.
You actually believe this shit? You literally fell for this okie doke that the desperate ex-Democrats pulled. This is the desperate ex syndrome, as I call it. This is in stark
conjunction with Trump derangement syndrome. These Democrats are backed into a corner. They have nowhere to go. Do you not understand the desperate X syndrome? This is when the female comes to this dude who dumped her ass 2 months ago and she says, I'm pregnant and it's yours. So she can try to hold him for the next 18 years under some prison with her holding that little child as the little meal ticket and the little arguing point between them so she can have control and do whatever she wants. Yeah, that's the Democrats. You fell for this. You dumb shits. Conservatives, bro. I know what the Democrats gonna do. I expect them to do this. I expect them to do nothing but fail. That's what they do. Democrats measure success by failure. The more they fail, the more they celebrate each other, the more they celebrate their failures. They fail up. I expect this shit from them. But you claiming to be MAGA, you got MAGA shit all on your profile.
Whose campaign?
What you gonna do? You've
Black
been
Earth's
up
campaign?
there with the dumbass Democrats screeching about, I need to see these files. I need to see these files. Open up these files. I need to see these files right now. What the fuck are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with it, Cheryl? Huh? What are you gonna do with it, Bruce? What are you gonna do with it? Huh? Bradley? What are you gonna do with it? What, you gonna post some shit on your fake book page?
Oh, I mean,
and get some clicks from your 200 followers, who most of them are your freaking kids and your grandkids and your freaking high school friends from 30 years ago.
You're right, Gregory. You're right.
Nobody gives a shit about you. Can you pay your bills with the Epstein files? Huh? Can you go to your credit union or your mortgage company and say, yes, these Epstein files have been released and I would like my mortgage paid for the next 6 months.
I just want to see some jail time.
You dumb shit. We don't need you. We don't need you. This is separating the wheat from the chaff, bro. We don't need your sorry ass. Go back over there with the Democrats. Go back over there. We don't want you. This email, so-called, that they sent out, supposedly Donald Trump spent Thanksgiving. This is low even for the Democrats, bro. I can't even believe that they faked this fucking letter and sent it out like this. And even redacted things on it to make it seem so official. I mean, gosh, we got him this time. We got him! You ain't got him. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, I'm dangerous when I have my voice back. Anyway, you fell for it. You dumb shits. Every last one of you on both sides. You fell for this okie doke. And now the Democrats pulled that email off their freaking official Democrat page. Why would they do that? If it's legit, why would they pull it down? I hope President Trump enters Sandman. We know what that means. Those of us who know what that means. I hope he sues the DNC for $100 billion. And he would win. Because that letter is fake as a $3 bill.
I don't want to lose focus on our main goal.
You dumb shits fell for it. Golly, y'all stupid.
10 years of crap, nothing. Yeah, I got you. I want to see some jail time. That's, I'm waiting for that. The Somalia thing, I know there's some people that have been arrested, like 90 or something like that, but it's all the small fries, not the big ones.
I see all of the division that is being sown primarily on social media by the crank far left. This is in an effort to try to break up the MAGA movement. Honey, bitch, we're just getting started. My voice is in and out, so please bear with me or leave. I really
She was
just don't
sick
give a
for
fuck. I'm tired of
2.5
people right
weeks,
now.
3 weeks.
You know, wow. People act like, you're so ready to throw in the towel and jump off the Trump train after 10 years of being pretty much orphaned by every group in the country and on earth because of who our figurehead is, who was sent by God, by the way, saved by God in Butler, Pennsylvania in July of 2024 because the devil, using his minions, tried to take him out. They took out our brother, Charlie Kirk, in Utah in front of his little daughter. And, it just, because they want us to shut up. They want us to just go away and shut up. Donald Trump is just doing monumental things
Gregory,
in this country and
a
across
lot
the
of
planet.
people think that Charlie Kirk was eventually going to run for president. And I think he would have, and he had a good shot at it. He was very good at debating and very smart on his feet.
And y'all jumping,
Hey, John.
y'all jumping off because of something that he said to on an interview the other night concerning the H1, well, no, the 600,000 Chinese students. Let me go on and hip you up and hook you up and let you know something. Let me remind you how jacked up this country has become. Let me remind you what American students have.
MTJ, I think, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think, is going for a spot on The View. I think she's looking for that. There's big money in that.
Been taught in.
Unlike the Democrats, she didn't make tons of money in the stock market and stuff like the Democrats do all the time.
Elementary school, junior high, high school, middle school, charter schools, don't matter. Definitely in colleges and universities. That, boys are girls and girls are boys. And the only thing that matters in life
I
is
just don't want to give them any
your
money over in
pronouns.
Israel. I'm for there to be in
Dudes
Israel, but
in
I
women's
think we're done
sports,
giving both sides
beating the
money.
shit out of
That's
them
stupid as sin.
legally because of an ideology. And if you don't like it, then you're a transphobe. Man, fuck y'all. I'm not bowing to your bullshit. That has torn this country apart. This shit started with Slim Slacks Obama. He started this. This country was
Slim
not
slacks.
in
She always calls him
the
that.
horrible shape that it was in until Barack Hussein, Slim Slacks, Barry, Sotero Obama, or wherever or whatever he is. He started this. You are not a FBA, Barry. You're a Kenyan. You're a tether.
You think he
Anyway,
died for a reason,
back to my president.
Gregory?
This fool done been shot. He done been shot at several times. They have been trying to take him out. He done been his money taken away from him. He's lost billions of dollars defending your freedom and your honor as an American citizen. He has done nothing but work hard to restore respect to this nation by foreign countries. He's bringing tariff money into this country from foreign countries that have been raking us over the coals and stealing from us for the last 50 fucking years. And you want to try to jump off the Trump train over some Chinese students? Let me just give you a little background on that. It's not to bring in 600,000 new Chinese students. It is to basically keep what we have intact, because without the income, a lot of these colleges and universities would pretty much sink into the ground. You have to have a certain.
Well, it got really expensive once government got involved, and they started paying these professors millions of dollars. These left-wing professors, their pay went up from like $60,000 or $70,000 a year, and they're now making $5-10 million a year.
The number of students in order to qualify for federal aid. These students, by the way, Chinese students, do not get any federal aid because they're not eligible. President Trump is forward thinking. He is a visionary. He doesn't care about these trying to bring in a bunch of foreign students. He is America first. But look at America right now. Look at the millennials. Look at the millennials. Look at how horribly they have been indoctrinated. Look how they've tried to indoctrinate Gen Z. Man, when it's a problem and you need a solution right now, you got to do what the fuck you got to do, bro. This is like the pandemic. Y'all wanted shots so bad. Liberals wouldn't leave their house. The economy would have sank into the sea if President Trump would not have come up with the Operation Warp Speed because people refused to leave their crib. That ain't on him. He's the president. He's trying to find a solution to get y'all monkey ass out the house so the economy wouldn't fall completely into the ocean. When you are tasked with and left with that as an option, what are your other options? What else was he supposed to do? This is happening again. And back then, by the way, he also said, hey, if you want to take hydroxychloroquine, HCQ, or if you want to take ivermectin, you do that as well, because I've done it. He didn't force the shots on you like Biden forced shots on federal workers. Son of a bitch, don't even try to gaslight me on that. I was a federal worker. I got the emails from the Biden administration, and I ain't take not nan shot to this day.
I think you're right, Alan, about them selling it.
Donald Trump was left with a giant pile of shit from the previous administration, and even dating back to Obama from 2008 to 2016. He is cleaning up the mess the best way he knows how.
A huge mistake. He bought into it. He bought into it. He bought into that whole Warp Street. The jab was working, this and that. The people around him were telling him that crap. And he believed it way, way too long.
He's not trying to bring in 600,000 new Chinese students and create more H-1B visas. He knows how we feel about that. But what he is trying to do is bring these individuals to train American citizens and American workers, because guess what? Whether you want to admit it or not, American citizens have been brainwashed to the point of almost craziness. And you have been told, American citizen, that your jobs are gone. Obama said that. Manufacturing's gone. It's never coming back. He said that.
You need to be able to sue him.
Well, guess what? Slim slacks. Manufacturing is coming back. Okay? And it's no thanks to you, you rotten, disgusting freak. President Trump is making lemonade out of the lemons that he was left with from Joe Biden and that Hindu Horus, Kamala Harris. American students, go look at Columbia University. Go look at Berkeley, UC Berkeley. Did you see what happened just the other day? UC Berkeley, Turning Point USA, held an event at UC Berkeley. Do you see how brainwashed and retarded those students are? That the National Guard had to be called in because of the violence on the crank far left.
And China was part of it.
And we don't need anybody to help put this country back on track. We have got to do whatever needs to be done to bring back this country to its former self and expand and build upon that.
Pardons.
He is not trying to keep bringing foreigners in here. What he's trying to do is make do with what we have, with the shit we were left from the previous administration. And if that involves the Chinese students who are already here, 300,000 of them, to just renew their H-1B student visas for 2 years. That's it. 2 years. 2 years. And that's the plan. Not to just bring them in here and do the chain migration thing like the Democrats do, but bring them in here, train up Americans, and then take your ass home.
Bye-bye.
Remember when all of the manufacturing started going out to other countries? Remember when American citizens had to train Indians to take their jobs? Remember that? Well, now it's going in the opposite direction. And you're bitching, moaning, and complaining as a conservative because you're not getting what you want, because you're told, because you're pissy. Everything's not going to happen the way you think it's supposed to happen. President Trump is a visionary. He's doing whatever needs to be done to get this country back on track. And it's going to take more than 10 or 11 months to unfuck this country after the disaster caused by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Okay? We need to train people up. Manufacturing has been gone away from here for 30 years. China has been very active in manufacturing. If we're going to bring manufacturing back here and we can train American citizens up fast, let's bring these people, the ones who are already here.
We need better education in our schools. So they're not teaching them to think in schools. They're programming them.
In a small amount to train Americans, but you can't stay here. You got a certain amount of time to do that job. And you're not going to be able to just stay here and bring your family here and 10 generations into the future. No, fuck that. You're going to come over here, you're going to train American citizens, and we're going to get back on track. We're going to stop indoctrinating kids. Why do you think President Trump has all these programs now to remove all the pronouns? To get all of this woke shit out of schools on every level. No more drag queen story hour. This shit has been destructive, bro. It has been completely destructive. And now we're trying to undestruct it by any means necessary, like they say. That dumb hoe, Sandy Cortez, AOC, I saw her little stupid video where she said, I have had people contact me who are like former Trump supporters. And
Okay,
like
John.
they have been asking if they could come over and
I got a
join
good
our
one.
coalition.
The next one's pretty good. About Big
yeah,
Mike running.
yeah. No, bitch. Nobody wants to join your retarded coalition. You're dumb as fuck. You never had a job in your entire life. You'd never make it in corporate America in the private sector. Nobody's trying to join your coalition. So, you know what? I said all that to say this. If you want to abandon the president after him being the one, they tried to indict him, they tried to bankrupt him. They did indict him. 34 freaking felonies on nothing bullshit charges. They tried to bankrupt him. They tried to steal Mar-a-Lago with that fat, disgusting loser,
Letitia
James.
That's for sure.
That shit didn't work. Nothing they have done has worked.
I know. Okay? I took carpentry, and that's what I did.
They have tried everything to discredit him, to try to make it seem like he's the one who's been messing around with little kids when they know it's them. It's all projection.
I didn't sleep much.
Yesterday, all that updraft with all of these, he's done this time. He's done. Bitch, he's gonna be stronger than ever. Oh, I'm sorry. Was it Biden who was offering you $2,000 dividend checks? Because I don't remember that. And I was here for it. You know, there's a difference between a dividend and a stimulus. A stimulus means you're borrowing money from the Federal fucking Reserve. And you're going to have to pay that back anyway through your tax donations, as it were. A dividend is money that's profit from a corporation that is being returned to you because you're doing so well. The dividend payments of $2,000 that the president brought up are payments based on the absolute windfall of tariffs that we have had coming in here from countries who have been raping us for 30 years, 50 years even.
Good point. So.
He's not done. He's just getting started. I have been in this MAGA movement for 10 years. And until the Lord God himself tells me otherwise, I ain't going no motherfucking where. So you can ride or you can get going. Kick rocks, bitches. We don't need weaklings. This video's a little long, but I had a lot to say. And I ain't taking none of it back. I said what I said.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to get away with it again, Alan. They won't be able to do that crap again. Next one's about Big Mike running. That's pretty good. She thinks the Dems are going to run Big Mike or, Michelle Obama.
These Democrats are at it again. They are going to, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They're going to try to run Michelle Obama in 2028. And it keeps coming up because it's relevant. Okay? It's a thing that they are keeping in their back pocket. And I say that because Michelle was on an interview the other day, I don't know, early last week. States News is where I got this story, reported that headline, Michelle Obama responds to running for president in 2028. If she's responding to it, that means the question has been posed to her or to her staff. Do you have staff? Like for just regular living? Because she has no position at all. Why does she need a staff?
Hi, by the way.
Anyway, beside the point. Just trying to see what's going on out here. During a November 5th conversation with Tracy Ellis Ross at the Brooklyn Academy of Music to promote her new book, dude, I don't give a freak about Michelle Obama's book. Every time I see her book on the shelf, it's on the 30 to 50% off because nobody cares. Nobody cares. You people, nobody cares. But let me read on.
It's a way to pay him back.
She said, quote, the country ain't ready for a woman to serve as president. Bitch, please. This is their dog whistle. This is their dog whistle. This is the Democrats with a last ditch effort to try to get Michelle Obama to run. After the white liberals called her Negro, and not the nice term. Yeah, after the white liberals basically shunned these darkies living on Martha's Vineyard, thinking that you were going to be accepted by these rich white folk. Yeah, and they really don't like you. So you're just a darkie with some money. Anyway,
she'll be able to raise some big money.
Michelle for years has been like, nope, I'm not doing you any favors. Nope, not running. But see, Gavin Newsom is not going to, if that fool is a nominee, they can pretty much kiss the whole thing goodbye. So their next hope is what? Jasmine Crockett, AOC, or some of these other coop-tard clowns who cannot find their ass with both hands. And AOC has never had a job. She's only been in Congress in the public sector. She's never been in the private sector, never had a job. Gavin Newsom has spent the last, 10 years destroying California. We don't need to ask. All we got to do is pull up the videos. All we got to do is just see the damage that has been caused merely by his presence as governor. Jasmine Crockett, what has she done for the people in the Texas 14th district? Except blah, 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 blah. I can dance with rappers and hold my phone and chew gum and walk at the same time. Bitch! Jasmine Crockett is a clown, an actress, pictured with Alex Soros. We know you have been working with and were recruited by, trained by Kamala Harris, the Hindu Horus, who thinks she's black because she went to a HBCU so she could be accepted somewhere because the Indians wouldn't accept her and the Jamaicans wouldn't accept her. So here she goes, training you up, Jasmine Crockett, and you still sound like a complete fool. You can't do nothing to solve problems. See, being a representative of a district means you are solving people's problems. You are there to work for them, not to go on all these Jezebel, whore, Sodom and Gomorrah media shows to promote yourself and raise your social media clout. It is when
What's everyone think?
Veterans
Will she run?
Are contacting your office because you're supposed to be a congressperson saying that, hey, I'm not getting my benefits from the VA and I need to do a congressional or something to, believe me, I speak from experience. I tried as a military Gold Star widow. I went to the Democrats to help me. Yeah, Diana DeGette in Colorado, 14, 15 term Democrat. I went to your old raggedy liver spotted ass first, and you didn't help me. I didn't get help until Donald Trump became president. So don't wonder why I'm so just vehemently against Democrats. Y'all didn't do shit for me. So back to Michelle Obama.
Her husband and her son were killed by the jab.
Why do y'all keep dragging yourselves to the front of the congregation like you did something meaningful? You didn't do nothing for black folks, and prominent black leaders have figured that out about you, and they're speaking very loudly about how you didn't do anything for black folks. You did everything, Obama, Slim Slacks, for the gay community, for the trans community, and for illegal aliens. You didn't do nothing for black folks. Oh, you had rappers at the White House. So how did that benefit me? His 8 years in office and Biden's 4 years were the worst years of my life, financially and every other aspect. And now y'all want to just come back? What you gonna run on?
She's a military wife.
Color and race? Bitch, we're done with DEI. We're done with that shit. We're done. DEI is dead. It's gone. Oh, she's black. She's a female. You have to vote for her. We don't do that shit no more, dog. You had your chance. You had Oprah Winfrey standing up there crying. We're done. We don't want you. We openly rejected you when Donald Trump ran in 2016 and 2024. He ran in 2020, but y'all, we all know what happened with that. You stole it.
That one, yeah.
We don't want you. We don't want you. We don't want Michelle. Being black and being a female is not enough. It's not enough. You destroyed too many people's lives, and now you want to come back and do it again? And please don't start me on this Warner Brothers Netflix monopoly. God, even Bob Iger is against it. Yeah, Obama sits on the board of Netflix, and so does Michelle Obama, and so does Susan Rice. And now they want the monopoly of entertainment? It's going to be 24-hour tranny central? Fuck you people. We don't want Michelle Obama. No cap.
Okay, here's what the next one. She's talking about the Al Green and the left trying to impeach Trump. They already voted on an impeachment movement.
Oh, good grief. Here we go again. A Democrat from, I don't know what the hell district in the dirty, dirty South of Georgia, Al Green, who reminds me of a greasy ass old snake oil salesman, touchy-feely old preacher down south. he drew up another set of articles of impeachment against President Trump for what? I don't know, white supremacy. I don't know, being a fascist, Nazi. I don't know. They keep making up so many names. It doesn't matter anymore. Y'all have just overused the word racist. We don't give a shit. Y'all, that don't work no more. That does not. It never worked with me. But I guess other people had to just come and get on board, little children. There's room for many or more. Yeah. We don't do that anymore. We don't do the racist crap anymore. So Al Green, it's not going to work. You were defeated again, and you shaking your cane, trying to scare people. It doesn't work, dude. You and them ancient fingers. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares, dude. Now, you shouldn't even be in Congress. What are you like? When you in Congress with Moses, why are you still trying to wreck the lives of young people in your district? Isn't there somebody else? That's all y'all got, Georgia. Stop listening to these people who are just showing up to my I'm black, vote for me. That doesn't work. They're not helping you. They're not helping your life. Wait till y'all start seeing the golden age of the president starting on 1 January 2026 and moving forward. You ain't gonna never want to vote for no Democrat. I don't care what color you are. So Al Green is a mental patient who thought he could bring articles of impeachment against President Trump, and he thought it would go through. Dude, you got defeated 237 to 14 or 18 or something. 237, 234 to 14 to just like table this stupidity.
Oh, is it
we
Houston?
Run the House.
I thought it was Georgia too.
What don't you get, Al Green? Nobody cares about all this racism bullshit. It's not working no more. Maybe it did. We're done with it. We're done with all the white guilt. We're done with all the bullshit that you people have pushed into the American lexicon since Slim Slacks Obama showed up in 2008.
We're done.
We're done. You're not going to win any races with I'm black, you're white, you're a fascist, you're a slave owner. Shut the fuck up. We're done with that. We're over it. It's not accomplishing anything. We're going into the golden age where middle-class American citizens can start buying and owning homes again, where Gen Zers don't have to be 7 or 8 deep in a 2-bedroom apartment just so they can have a roof over their head, honey. We're done with your bullshit and your ideological crap. We don't want to hear it anymore. Al Green,
district.
Go retire.
You're right,
Good grief. You got a retirement check. You're like 189,000 years old. Get out of Congress. Good God, dude. Anyway, Al Green tried to impeach President Trump again.
He's one hell of a racist.
Again. What is this, like the 5th time? So stupid, dude. This doesn't work anymore. President Trump is taking us into the golden age. This is about our money, bitch. You ain't got nothing to offer. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, here's more on impeachment.
These Democrats are at it again. So you got this weirdo who looks like an old black auntie named Auntie Maybelle. This weird idiot who is now submitting articles of impeachment against Secretary of War Pete Hegseth for ridding the world of garbage. AKA Venezuelan drug dealers and human traffickers. So they are using that. They, meaning the Democrats, are continually blubbering and whining and bitching and moaning and complaining because the drugs are not coming here and people are not dying by the hundreds of thousands of fentanyl overdoses. Oh, I see the fentanyl zombies on the streets of Colorado, so I'm really sick of it, honestly. So you Democrats continuing to protect Venezuelan drug dealers? Like, have y'all stooped that low? Yeah, I guess you have. So back to this Auntie Maybelle. You'll see why I call him this. This is by Hunter Eagleman, by the way.
Hello, this is Congressman Shri Thanidar. Today I introduced articles to impeach Secretary Pete Hegseth for murder, and conspiracy to murder, and reckless and unlawful mishandling of classified information.
Interesting.
Since day one, Secretary Hegseth has disgraced
No, he hasn't.
once proud office.
I say they blow it up real good.
It's the proudest office ever.
Orders to kill everybody on board.
Kill them all.
Boat
kill them
with no evidence of any wrongdoing.
Oh, right. No evidence, none whatsoever.
Follow-up strike to finish off.
Finish them off.
Who barely clinging onto their
clinging. Poor drug dealers.
Actions are not just reprehensible, but illegal as well.
Says who, asshole?
You should have it. You have to be an American citizen.
You mean Democrats?
Congress.
That his actions have risen
losing their
to the level of
kickbacks, big kickbacks,
war
big
crimes.
money. That's big
also
bucks.
put the lives of our own troops in danger by leaking classified.
Okay, I've had enough. I have had enough of Auntie Maybelle.
Which included
I have had enough of you, Auntie Maybelle. Go over there and sit down. Go on back and get your Mad Dog 2020 and go sit down. I'll go to the corner store in a minute. That dude looks like Auntie Maybelle.
This is their profits.
With that crazy, oh my God. This dude looks like Auntie Maybelle. Okay. If you've seen the crazy movies of what's that? Mama Dia or something. That's what this dude reminds me of. Nobody listens to this fool. And honestly, I don't know how this individual won that congressional seat.
These fishing
I'm
boats
looking
have
at Ballotpedia, and this Shri Tander, who was born in 1955 in a place in India that I cannot pronounce. So this individual was, of course, naturalized because he was not a natural born citizen. So that can be revoked because you are clearly not working in our best interest. And by the way, Mr. Tandor, Pete Hegseth is the best Secretary of War because it's returned to its rightful name. We're not the Department of Defense. We're not defending shit. We are on offense right now, and we are in a war posture. And you wouldn't know anything about that because you're not an American. I don't care what your piece of paper says. You're not an American at heart. And guess what? You're a tether. So we don't need you here, honestly. This dude won somehow, I have no idea, 220,788 votes. And Martell Bivings, the Republican in Michigan's House District 13, only got 78,917 votes. How did this nutty nutball freaking Indian who can't even speak English good is clearly, you've been here since 1970 something, and you still we still can't really understand what you're saying, bro. I'm just keeping it 100. We can't understand. Why can I understand Harmeet Dillon? Why can I clearly understand Kash Patel? Why can I clearly understand, who is that? Is he the Surgeon General? I can clearly understand other people who are Americans at heart. They're Americans. Kash Patel is an American. You don't even have the common courtesy to try to assimilate properly and learn the language, but somehow you're stealing congressional seats, and now you're running.
You know, eventually, if they get enough illegals in there and they get voted in, they'll vote to change the thing so that the illegals or foreigners can be president. They will change that.
again. Michigan's 13th district. I got a lot of nerve being in the fraud test kitchen of Colorado, but
without those Somalians, they wouldn't win one election out there.
I'm shouting out to Michigan too, because I want the entire country back, not just Colorado, but everywhere. Get rid of this Sri Tandar. I hope Martell Bivings is running again. He is the only Republican who ran in that district. I'm going to reach out to him. I hope he's running again. And y'all need to wake the hell up. Y'all have not been led properly. Clearly, if you look at Dearborn and Hamtramck, it's pretty much Afghanistan. Sri Tandar bringing articles of impeachment against Pete Hegseth? Come on, y'all. Come on, get Auntie Maybell. Let me go get Auntie Maybell her Mad Dog 2020. I'll be back.
Yep. Next one's about the judge releasing that Omar or whatever, Kilmar or whatever, the judge. They're all corrupt.
Excuse me. Why are we still talking about an illegal foreign national from El Salvador? Headline from the Associated Press, the AP, judge orders Kilmar Abrego Garcia to be immediately released from immigration detention. So another Democrat-loving activist judge releases Kilmar Abrego. What the freak is going on? I thought he had been deported months ago. This started in March of this year. This dude has had hundreds of thousands of dollars of American taxpayer money to defend himself, to stay here. He loves El Salvador, but somehow he does not want to go back to El Salvador. Kilmar Abrego Garcia must be freed from immigration detention while he fights to stay in the U.S. Bro, get this fat loser out of my country. I want him gone. How are they continuing to make
Syracuse isn't that far from me, Gregory. About an hour and a half.
Make this a constitutional issue when this dude is an illegal alien from El Salvador who had final removal orders from a judge in like 2022 when he was caught transporting other illegal aliens, including small children. How have we fallen this far as a country? How have we fallen this far where this dude who is nothing, he contributes nothing to this country, nothing. He doesn't pay taxes. He does nothing but take. And we allow these liberal retards to scream and screech and blow their stupid whistles and make policy and let these activist judges just do whatever they want as though we elected them. This bastard is a human trafficker who beat the shit out of his girlfriend. But he just gets this royal treatment. Have you, as an American citizen, if you have ever been in any kind of legal trouble, if you've been rolled up for a DUI, have you ever had this much support? Ever? Like, ever? Has any politician ever supported you like this? I thought this dude had been gone months ago. And now I'm seeing this as like mainstream news today. And now this activist judge, who is this judge? Who is this activist judge? U.S. District Judge Paula Xinis, Xinis, in Maryland.
Maryland,
do you know a lot of these magistrate activist judges are not, they've only been in America for like 2 weeks. Somehow they go straight to federal judiciary or something. It's not even federal. She's a district judge. How do these people keep doing this to us? Bro, I guess we forgot how America was founded. Because we have just let these people run roughshod over us for too long. This is bullshit. They do whatever they want. They are lawless. They showed us under the Obama Slim Slacks administration. He did whatever he wanted with Eric Holder. Oh, Eric, do you remember Aaron Swartz? I know you do. You're going to have to answer for that someday. You and Loretta Lynch. That's another video. They did whatever the hell they wanted. Under Biden, still Obama, same thing, same. Last 4 years, they did whatever they wanted. Now they are supporting and propping up. This dude gets the royal treatment while you, Obama American citizen, get rolled up. If your tags are expired, your ass is either going to jail if you got warrants out, or you're going to be paying exorbitant fees and get your license suspended. Believe me, I found out the state of Colorado doesn't give a crap about American citizens. They put me through hell last year, and the year before that, oh my God. Yeah, I got some things working. Anyway, Kilmar Abrego Garcia still in the freaking news. So a judge in Maryland, District Judge Paula Zenas, ordered him released. They don't work for us. They don't work for us.
Not at all. All right, this is about the Somali taxpayer stuff.
Here we go again. More Somali pirate shit. Yeah, I'm going to keep making these videos. There's another situation from a former TSA agent. Thank you, Mila Joy, on X for posting this. A former TSA agent reveals that Somalis, always in two, Somali pirates have been leaving the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport every single week with suitcases full of cash. American money, by the way, of course, taxpayer money. And they've been doing this for a long time, and it's still happening. Yeah, the TSA agents just wave them on through, wave them on through, wave them on through. What do you think would happen if an American citizen went through and they're like, open up your suitcase and you got $2 million in stacked cash in a suitcase? Bitch, you going to the back. Wha-pow! With them rubber gloves, you going for extra checks. Why are you flying with millions of dollars in suitcases? No, but because they're Somali pirates, they get to just walk on through, just pimp walk out the airport and get on a plane and go to freaking Somalia. In another instance, they found suitcases full of passports. Some of them are foreign, some of them are domestic, bunch of passports.
And how do they not get arrested?
Wave them on through. No big deal. Wave them on through. American citizens would never be allowed to get away with this shit. This is what pisses me off. You people are making these videos on TikTok and everywhere else claiming that you're not a burden on America. You're the reason America is thriving. No, you're the reason that America has been sinking. The Titanic has already hit the iceberg, and you people are drowning everybody else in debt. You are drowning everybody else in welfare payments to your fat females who have 6 or 7 freaking kids.
Probably ordered from higher above not to touch them. And they're probably getting a kickback. At least the agents up above them.
Inbreds. No, you're not an asset. You're a liability. You're bottoming out the bottom line of America, the corporation, America the beautiful. And we don't want you here. We do not want any more Somalis. We don't want you here. You are a burden. You are a drain on society. You are a public charge, and you need to get the fuck out.
It's time for y'all to leave. The joke is up. The Ilhan Omar joke is up. The social experiment has failed. She is a failure. You install these foreigners in Congress. They work for themselves. She has so much as said it herself. She works for the best interests of Somalia.
Yeah,
or
one
is
or
it
two
Somaliland,
more ounces, right?
Ilhan Omar. Which is it?
I did.
Because from what I've been reading, Somaliland,
softball.
they don't like you that much.
We used to go to World Series and
but
stuff.
The Somalis
And it was
in
ridiculous.
Somalia seem to love you because you're making sure that American cash
all that kind of stuff
is sent every week to your
pretty much
shithole country. Y'all need to leave.
It's expensive.
The joke is up. We're done. We're tired of looking at your ugly ass. We're tired at the Mall of America looking like the Mall of Mogadishu. We're tired of you. You're disgusting. You're despicable. And you've done nothing but steal from us. Oh, you think you're better than us because of your religion. Well, why is it y'all so fucking broke all the time? Why you always depending on us? Why did you have to come to America to make millions of dollars, Ilhan, with your white husband, Tim Minette, and your brother that you hurry up and got out of here and sent him to the United Kingdom years ago so he didn't get in trouble because you had already married him? Yeah, and you tried, the heat was on you because of the stories in I think it was the Minnesota Star Tribune. So you just hurry up and shifted him off to the UK, and he's probably been there ever since. Who knows? Y'all don't do nothing but steal. Why do you think we call you Somali pirates? You are literally pirates. People know not to go a certain way in the Mediterranean Ocean because they're Somali pirates. But see, Slim Slacks Obama, in his no wisdom at all, brought you all here to keep destroying America. And yeah, part of it has worked. But now, you know what? Y'all love Somalia so much, and you still do your little dances at these little festivals and shit. Take your monkey ass back to your country. We're done with you. All of this is a failure. It's all a joke, and we're not laughing. Y'all have stolen billions of dollars of our money. It is time for you to leave. The housing is going to go open up. The rents are going to start to go down. The welfare system is going to be more generous to American citizens who truly need it. And we're not going to see a bunch of rainbow ghosts walking around the streets anymore. Get your monkey ass out of here. It's time for y'all to go. You don't do nothing but steal. To wrap this up, go check out Mila Joy on X, who posted this brave TSA agent who revealed Somali pirates have once again been stealing from American citizens. And by the way, Minnesotans are the biggest contributors to Al-Shabaab. Yeah, a literal terrorist group. It's time for them to go. Y'all need to leave. You are not an asset. You're a liability. I can't wait for them Boeing flights out of here. I can't wait. Time for you to leave.
Bye-bye.
We're full. Thanks.
No thanks.
This is what happens when you do business in the city and county of Denver. They are so desperate and broke.
Hey,
this is one of my favorite bakeries. I just pulled up here and they're closed.
Same here,
due
Charles.
to a tax
She's
seizure.
right.
What the freak, bro? I just got here, so I haven't had a chance to research.
So what they're doing, she told me that they're going after businesses that don't support the left. You better pay to play. So they're going after this business that was a conservative business.
Anything?
It's
but
a lady.
I was just here like a week ago.
It's an older lady.
This is crazy. It's publicly posted. The amount due is $29,191. This bakery just expanded. They've been here for years. There is food, baked goods still on the racks. Look at this.
Hey, Tammy. I think I said that.
They must have left in a hurry. They must have come in here and rolled everybody up.
Okay.
There are still cookies on the shelves. Oh my God.
She told me they went after this business because they didn't pay to play. The owner is conservative woman, older woman, and she doesn't have the money. They've tried every which way to shut her down for a long time.
What the fuck? I am pissed right now. This woman worked her ass off. I know the owner of this place. She worked for years to build this bakery and this brand. Oh my God. As many taco trucks and food trucks that have zero licensing and don't pay taxes, but an American citizen, you roll them up like this? This is bullshit. City and County of Denver.
Well, the part of the problem is the woman's white, so they got to go after that business. It's not illegal.
Cold-blooded. I guess
Christian
maybe if
white.
she was from Mexico or Guatemala, she would have been fine, or maybe Somalia or India or somewhere. Unpaid sales tax. The 30-day period no longer applies. Oh my gosh. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Denver.
So they're going to take that business and sell it on her.
Are so vibrant, right? So fucking vibrant.
Unbelievable.
So over the weekend, Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were murdered in their home by their offspring. Very tragic, very unfortunate. It happens.
Druggie.
And the president responded. And what's really striking, but not unexpected, is the liberals' responses to his post. I'll just go ahead and read it for context. President Trump said, in the wake of this tragedy, in this murder, he said, a very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie director and comedy star, he did give him props, passed away together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome. That is absolutely correct. Please tell me what is inaccurate about that. It is absolutely true. Sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy in all caps, by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. That is true. Thank you, sir. With the golden age of America upon us, that is happening right now. And you'll be here to see it. Perhaps like never before. May Rob and Michelle rest in peace. Okay, so a few things going on here. He did give him his props briefly. And you got to remember, Rob Reiner spent 10 years excoriating President Trump. Unwarranted attacks every single day, every other day. Rob Reiner spent the last 10 years on social media, on programs, on interviews, constantly blabbering about Trump. Like it was, he lived rent-free in Trump lived rent-free in Rob Reiner's head. It was constant. It was every day. And we don't know what kind of life that Rob Reiner's son lived with those two old white liberal baby boomer Trump derangement syndrome suffering individuals who were probably not very pleasant to be around. We don't know what happened. It's horrible. Shouldn't have happened. He shouldn't have done that. That is not how you solve problems. But, you know, when you're on the left, that's what you do. As we have seen for the last 10 years, it is the leftists where all the violence comes from. That is documented. We have seen the videos. We are still going through it. It happened in Australia. Please don't even try to gaslight me on anything concerning that. Now, more so, I'm reading this post and I'm seeing, that is very interesting. President Trump has done it again. He has done it again so brilliantly, and you people fell for it, including some conservatives who got up on social media and tried to lecture President Trump on etiquette and behavior. And I know that this is Rob Reiner wasn't the nicest to the president, but this goes to, destroying all the wonderful things he's done to America. I would name you, bitch, but I'm not going to for this occasion, but I may have to go ahead and do that at some point. Most of you who are conservative, you wouldn't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out if it wasn't for Donald John Quavius Trump. You need to shut the fuck up and know your role. You don't side with Democrats, ever. Ever. You give them no quarter. And I'm going to remind you of something else. Does anybody, conservatives, all of you jumping on the bandwagon with these freaking retarded Democrats and these liberals?
I'm a Bill fan, Tammy.
Do you remember what happened on the 10th of September of 2025?
Myself.
I do.
I do. Decent, but they're
changed my life. Tell you what.
Maybe one or two.
Charlie Kirk was murdered in front of the entire world. And what did the crank far leftists do? They mocked him endlessly. They made fun of him. Hundreds of thousands of them. Social media was crawling with them.
They rejoiced.
I remember that. That was not that long ago. And it's sad that too many conservatives got memory hold in this short span of time because people just forget. They mocked Charlie Kirk endlessly. They mocked his wife, his babies, his family, his Turning Point USA family. So what they've done is they have proven to us, thank you, President Trump, for once again putting these individuals, dragging them out on Front Street for being the dumbasses they are. You drug them out and made them prove that saying negative shit about somebody after their murder or their passing is inconceivable. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? You're not supposed to say anything because, see, they expect conservatives and Republicans to be the bigger person all the time. See, they get to cut up and do whatever the hell they want, but we got to just always be the bigger person and practice decorum. Fuck you. No, we don't. Y'all killed decorum in 2015, bro. We don't have decorum. I'll cuss and I'll say whatever I want because you people aren't worth my time or class. You don't have it. President Trump, I congratulate you. You said exactly what you needed to after the 10 years that these bastards have drug you and your family through the mud, and he can't say whatever he wants. Yes, he can. He can say whatever he wants. He's a grown-ass motherfucking man. How dare you people? How dare you after the shit y'all did after Charlie Kirk was assassinated? All the shit y'all said, Jimmy Kimmel, all your comedians, all your crank-far leftists, retarded Sodom and Gomorrah whore media newspapers, everything y'all said after Charlie Kirk, trying to insinuate that it was his own fault and he deserved it. But now that Rob Reiner, a Trump derangement syndrome suffering asshole for the last 10 years, who spent all of his time trying to excoriate Donald Trump, 10 years, blah, 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 every day, blah, 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 blah. And the president can't say nothing about him. Y'all just proved exactly what you did when Charlie Kirk was here, when he was murdered in front of the entire world, that your ass is ratchet for doing what you did, for saying everything you said, for all your nasty social media posts. You proved that it's wrong to do that. So thanks for doing what y'all do.
Okay, Charles.
Hollywood is a vampire. It's where dreams go to die. Who knows the history of the Reiners and how tortured that son of theirs, that offspring was? Who knows? Who are we to say? We don't know. Anyway, these Hollywood so-called celebrities, do you see the shit they do to their kids? Charlize Theron. You make your girls be boys and your boys be girls, and you think their mind isn't going to be tortured? Angelina Jolie. Spare me. Put the violins back in the closet, bitches. We ain't listening to you. Don't you ever, freaking conservatives, don't you ever side with Democrats on any issue. Ever. You ain't MAGA if you did. We know who you are.
Not often, that's for sure. All right, this is the one where it talks about the white libtard there that was harassing the Target employee, that old lady.
By now, I'm sure you have seen the story coming out of California, of course. Another white liberal female kook harasses a elderly woman in Target because she's wearing a Charlie Kirk Freedom shirt. I don't know how this became this female's business, but I'll play the video if you haven't seen it. Maybe there's some who haven't. This was completely unwarranted and uncalled for. And this is the kind of thing that needs to stop. It has gone on for 10 years and we're sick of it. Check it out.
Why?
They let you wear that shirt here?
Yes. Why?
So,
why are you taking my picture?
why are you wearing that shirt? You're working.
None of your business.
It's not a
It's a
Target
red shirt. I can wear any red shirt.
It's not a plain shirt.
It doesn't have to be
It's a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes. Yes, I know.
What are you,
You
HR?
fucking stupid?
No.
Why the fuck would you wear that? You're at work at Target. That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt.
Wow. She's
You
HR
support a
now.
racist.
It's not racist.
You support a racist.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, he is.
No, it's not.
Yes, he fucking is.
I'm
Wow.
sorry, but I'm not going to stand here and argue with
You're not. You should go get your manager. You should not be allowed to wear that at work.
Oh.
Unacceptable.
Oh,
Unfucking acceptable.
because Michaela said so.
The opinion is he's a fucking racist and you support him.
Oh, okay.
And you should not be allowed to wear that. This is going to be taken above your fucking head.
Do
That's
it.
insane.
Have a
Insane.
nice day.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. Piece of shit.
I'd be telling
Anyway,
I wouldn't have been
this
able to
idiot,
hold my lip.
known as Michaela Pons,
They let you wear that.
works for the Enloe Medical Center. And thank you, Right Angle News, for posting this. And I just decided to make a video about this because, see, this is what people are sick of. This is what people are sick of. I don't need you, Michaela. Did you get a call or a memo or a text from me? Did I hit you up on social media to ride in on your fucking broom with your white cape? Did I call 1-800-WHITEY for you to rescue my black ass? Did I tell you to call that nice, dear, elderly woman a racist? Did I tell you to call Charlie Kirk a racist? You know what? You're the kind who lives in these suburban cul-de-sacs and y'all get together on the weekends and it starts off as a small little neighborhood party and then it turns into a swingers club. I know your kind. I've lived around you. I know what you do. Michaela. You're not in high school or college anymore. You're clearly much, 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 much older. So anyway, I am sure that the Enloe hospital system has got a lot of calls against you. First of all, this woman can wear whatever she wants. Clearly, management already saw her. She's probably worn the shirt before. Nobody has said anything. It has not been a problem. All of a sudden, your bitch ass comes in here acting like you're HR and
the house.
I'm trying to make this woman do what you want done. What was she supposed to do? Stand there and just take it off and have nothing on? I'm sure that would have given you quite a chuckle. And then you follow her around and post it on your TikTok. By the way, you only have 19,000 followers on TikTok. Bitch, I far surpass you. I far surpass you on X and Facebook. And I don't even do Facebook that much. So yeah, you're irrelevant, Michaela, but you made yourself internet famous because you're a fucking retard. You should have left this woman alone. And also, let me add, that's her money. If she wants to buy and wear a Charlie Kirk shirt, that is her money. You can't tell people what to do. What is wrong with you white fucking liberal females? You think you can just, I'm offended. I don't need you to be offended for my black ass. I don't need you. I didn't ask for you to do one damn thing. I definitely did not call you and ask you.
Since then, I let people raise some money for her and this and that, and she got to go somewhere she wanted to go and stuff like that. I forgot the event she got to go
to harass this dear elderly woman. And Target, let me tell you something. I'm tagging you in this. You better not fire that woman. She did nothing wrong. She was very cordial. She even told her to have a nice day after. Very customer service oriented. It's Michaela. You need to lose your job because this is what you do. Nobody cares about your DEI supporting ass.
Yeah, she's irrelevant.
Probably support illegals.
It'd be annoying.
More than anything.
I would have a hard time holding my tongue.
Nobody needs your protection and your assistance. I don't know how they hold their tongue. You should have left that woman alone. Why can't that ever happen when I'm walking up? Why can't that happen when I'm walking up? Because it would have been a serious misunderstanding if I would have heard you mistreating that elderly woman like that. While you get to walk around during the day because your husband works and takes care of most of the bills. It's just, but why don't you mind your own business? Don't you have your own house that you can't keep in order? Your husband hates you because all you do is bitch, moan, and complain. Stay out of other people's business, McKenna. This woman wasn't bothering you. She was minding her own business. She was working. You are the perpetrator. That is harassment. We are on her side. And by the way, the number on the screen, thank you, Right Angle News Network, was the number to the hospital where Miss Michaela Ponce works. These people need to be put in their place. And just like all of their evil and hatred against Charlie Kirk when he was assassinated in front of the world, they posted these evil videos and said a bunch of nasty shit. And Michaela was probably one of them. Let Michaela know how you feel about her. Bitch, I don't need you. I don't need you. And no, Charlie Kirk was not racist. But bitch, you are.
She got that right. Amen. All right, next one, military so back.
I want to personally thank you, President Trump, your cabinet, but most notably right now in this video, I want to thank you, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. I got to come on post and I got to get my PX and my commissary on. That's been my life for so long, and it's always good. And I work out at, at the gyms, and I want to just let you know such a difference now, such just noticeable differences that I am seeing. And one of them is when I'm welcomed into the gate, when they check your ID. And, I'm welcomed with, read my ID. And, welcome to the Mountain Post, read my ID. And hand me back my ID. Steadfast and loyal. And I respond, steadfast and loyal. He responds, ooh. I respond in kind. Ooh. It's amazing. This was not, you might not think it's a big deal, especially if you're a civilian and you've never been involved with the military. This is huge. This was not happening in the previous administration. In fact, I didn't even bother coming on post because I was greeted with individuals who were standing at the gate, checking my ID, looking like they were in the movie The Birdcage. Chaplains, Secretary of War has made sure that chaplains are ministering to the souls of soldiers again. That they're not abiding by this social justice, social experiment crap. It's just not happening anymore. Chaplains are returning to their jobs and what they were meant to be as chaplains. That, like, even going to the commissary and the PX, everything is just different. It is more orderly. The last administration and all that was just a circus. It was a circus. And I am so thankful every day. You understand? I just cry. I cry with joy and gratitude because I am so glad that this is the military that my husband was always proud of. This is what it needs to be, and this is what it needs to stay. The military is not a social experiment. It is not the cooperative extension or the United Way. It is the military. It is the warrior force. We are they're the protectors of this great nation of ours, and that is their business, not your social experiment. Anyway, thank you, Secretary Hegseth, steadfast and loyal. Ooh, love this. To all the doubters and the haters and those who want to try to throw shade on the president, yeah, okay. I'm literally at the store. It's called the Post Exchange, the PX, and it's where all the soldiers.
This is about the 1776 money.
And their family shop. Bro, I have never, it never is this crowded. Like, it is never this crowded. And it took me like almost an hour to get through the line. It never takes that long. I'm usually in and out in a few minutes. But this, like, the exchange is full of people. And the restaurants can't keep up because there's rarely, it's not, look, and a couple of soldiers are like, heck yeah, I got that bonus. Yeah. So it's real. To all the haters and the doubters.
And yet the leftists are trying to black out and stuff like that, trying to hurt the economy.
There was this retired gentleman, and he said, I wonder why so many people are here today. I'm like, the bonus for $1,776. And he said, I thought that was like fake. And I'm like, no, it's when Donald Trump says something, he means it. So, you know, don't be a hater just because, you know, whatever you heard. See.
Okay.
I'm going to. Okay. Excuse me. Is the bonus real?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Got it.
I told you, haters. Yeah, told ya. Yeah. When the president says something, he means it. Yeah, I just talked to 2 more soldiers just so everybody could hear it from them. Yeah. They said, yeah, we both got it. So everybody got it. Thank you, President Trump, for hooking up soldiers. It's real. Don't be a hater.
Next one I labeled our God is real and awesome.
God is good all the time. Can I just go ahead and preach to y'all on this Sunday a little bit? Can I just show you how grateful that I am to God and how you should be too? That's what God loves, is when you are a grateful person. When you're a cheerful giver, God loves a cheerful giver. But let me tell you what's happened over this past week. Y'all seen the video. I've made a video about it. People have talked about it. There's been posts about it. Grandma Jeannie. We saw what happened to our precious Grandma Jeannie, who was doing nothing more than wearing her Charlie Kirk freedom shirt at her job at Target. And this white liberal female kook retard walked up to her and gave her a hard time. I tell you what.
A real hard time.
You know what? When God deals with the enemies of his children, he hits them hard. God hits the enemy so hard that you yourself will say, Lord God, that's enough. Did y'all see Miss Jeannie at Amfest? That woman went from the pit to the palace in a span of 1 week. She was mocked. She was talked about. That white liberal female put her on social media and tried to be a liberal communist hero. And it turned out that she's nothing but a blabbering big mouth zero. God is good all the time. God is good. He elevated that woman. He elevated her. They raised almost $300,000 for Grandma Jeannie in a week, y'all.
It was Amfest.
She told that woman, you know what? You have a nice day. While she walked off, calling her names. But see, God saw Miss Jeannie. Grandma Jeannie, we call her. She's ours. She's ours. Liberalism is a mental disorder, and liberalism is dead. Nobody wants to hear from you white females, liberals no more. Y'all days are over. Ain't no more Sex in the City. Ain't no more Friends. No more of these Yuppieville shows on NBC. Your day is gone. It would be best for you to just keep your mouth shut, but I'm going to go ahead and keep preaching how good God is. Y'all see Miss Jeannie now. She's going to have a fantastic Christmas because people have blessed her life and gave to her $300,000 in a week. Standing on the stage with Jack Persobic. Standing on the stage at Charlie Kirk's event. Do you see how Charlie Kirk is a holy seed sown in fertile ground that is reaping a harvest of blessings? And it's going to happen more and more and more and more. And Charlie Kirk is going to continue to grow and grow and grow. Y'all get his book. Y'all get his book. In the name of God, I saw it. They might be sold out by now.
White Karens.
Still.
You're right.
Amazing man. And he is such a gift. God is good. God knew what he was doing when that baby was in his mother's womb.
A racist when they're white themselves, you know.
We love our brother Charlie Kirk, and we love Grandma Jeannie, and we thank her. Thank God for her, and thank God for his divine and holy favor. Luke 2:52 and Job 10:12, and elevating that woman from the pit to the palace in 1 week. She was nobody from nowhere. Nobody knew who she was. And then somebody else. God will use your enemies to make you famous and to put you at the front of the line. Haman tried to build gallows for the Jews, for Queen Esther and her uncle Mordecai. But God saw, he said, oh no, this ain't gonna happen. Let me go ahead and get Esther prepared to meet with her king and tell her what was going on. Even though it wasn't customary for the wives to go into the sanctum with the king, she could be killed for that. But she said, my people are in trouble. My people are in trouble, my love. And I need you to do something about it. Haman is trying to kill us all. Woo-hoo! God is good all the time. I'm going to go ahead and preach to y'all. You better know it. God bless Miss Jeannie, Grandma Jeannie. We love you. You are ours. We claim her. Look at that evildoer, that necromancer, that ugly female who tried to destroy God's beautiful Jeannie. What is she doing? She had to issue a public apology because people were getting her fired from her damn job. See, don't touch not mine anointed and do my prophet no harms, thus says the Lord. Don't touch God's people. He's tired of you. While she's sitting at home with a box of tissues, she's not going to have a good Christmas this year. But you know what? God will forgive her too if she repents. You better get on your knees and you better repent for your evil. See how this works? Jesus Christ is King. Jesus is King.
Amen.
God save the Republic. God bless you, Miss Jeannie. Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year. The pit to the palace, y'all. God is good all the time.
Yeah. HS, what is it? I forget what it is. H, whatever. They're giving them $3,000 for the illegals to get out of here. Cut that.
DHS. Christy Nome
that's
doing the damn thing. They are offering now $3,000 to illegal aliens to get the hell out of here. $3,000. You know, it was $1,000 and a free plane ticket anywhere in the world to self-deport, to go ahead and grab that money and get the hell on up out of here. And voluntarily, which would give you a better chance of maybe someday coming back into the country correctly after you apply. Oh, I don't know, because that's what I literally have to do to go to any foreign country on earth besides my own country. I have to apply to go there. If I just want to visit, I still have to jump through hoops. I still have to have my passport. I still have to abide by their rules and their laws in foreign countries. There is nowhere on planet Earth that me as an American citizen that I can go anywhere on Earth where I can just walk in, throw all of my identification in the Darien Gap on the ground for the snakes to eat it, and just waltz in and have some sort of border protection agency individuals meet me and greet me and hand me Visa gift cards from NGOs, of course, loaded with thousands of dollars in cash, just to get me into the interior of that country. There's no way that would happen for anybody, for me in any other country. Now, even some conservative content creators that I have seen kind of belager this. They don't like it. They think it's a stupid idea because you give people chances to just go out and come back in and go out and come back in, take the $3,000 every single time. But what you are not taking into account is the fact that according to Tom Homan and DHS and CBP and the CBB chief and the numbers, the sheer numbers, there are no numbers. For the last 6 to 9 months, the last 6 to 9 months, there have been zero illegal crossings into this country. Nobody's getting in here. So no, once you take the $3,000, you getting the fuck out. And this is not the Biden and Harris revolving door. This is not
Kirk, I'm thinking we're starting to turn things
from
around
2021 to 2024, where
progress.
we saw 30,000 illegals coming in here every single day, which was a literal invasion. That is an invasion. That is not immigration. That is an invasion. These individuals who came here under Joe Biden and that Hindu Horus, Kamala Harris, are not immigrants. They are foreign invaders. They were and are an invading force. Okay? A lot of them are still here, but this is why they're self-deporting. I see them driving down I-25, heading toward Texas, going through to Mexico with big trailers full, packed to the gills, stuff on top of the trailers of all of the loot and everything that they stole from us while they were here. And they just take all our money, take all our resources, take all our welfare, and leave. Well, they're fine now. We didn't kick them down with mad ass cash. So they got nothing but bread. So yeah, I'm totally down with it. You think I'm complaining about spending taxpayer money, getting these bastards up out of here? Hell no. Shit, offer them 5. Get the fuck out of here. But you can't come back. You can't come back. You take the $3,000 and the plane ticket one way to anywhere in the world you want to go, baby. Because once you leave here, you out of American airspace, bastard,
Bye-bye.
You done. You ain't coming back here. And oh, by the way, no, you ain't going on American Airlines or Spirit Airlines, which is ghetto, or United Airlines or Frontier Airlines. No, you going on the Immigration Express. You going on our shit. So we make sure it ain't no layovers. Ain't nobody stopping in Boston for you to get off and go somewhere else and still be in the interior of the United States. No, you getting the hell on up out of here, out of American airspace, and we're done with you. Our hands are washed and clean, and we are done with you stealing from us. Get all these Somalis out of here. You think this shit only has to do with Latinos when it comes to me? You must be out your rabbit ass mind. Get these Africans and these Somalis out of here. It ain't got nothing to do with race and color and where you come from. Bitch, I don't care where you come from. This is America. They started this globalist bullshit and trying to blend the world and everything about, everybody, we are the world. We are the children. Bullshit. We are America. We ain't the world. And we ain't taking in nobody else. We ain't got no more money to take care of y'all. We are doing the American Renaissance and the rebirth of the American dream for American citizens.
There you go.
For far too long, foreigners have only been the only ones to realize the American dream while American citizens paid for their ass. Get the fuck up out of here. Yeah. There's no more American dream for non-citizens. Anyway, $3,000 cbp.org/home. CBP Home. Download the app. Take the $3,000. It's only good through the end of the year. Because guess what? After 1 January, when that big, beautiful, bodacious bill money drops, all bets are off, bitch. You getting the hell out of here, and we ain't giving you a damn dime. Yeah, that's how this works. Thank you, President Trump.
Get home in time for the new year if you didn't make it by Christmas. All right, next one, she talks about the Epstein files and the Democrats.
Oh, so I guess the Democrats are kind of done with Epstein, right? That's what I'm seeing. Is that what you guys are seeing? That's what I'm seeing.
Fred?
For those reporters who still ask questions because they're the ones who brought it to this degree, there's coping mechanisms. The big warm blanket, the little blankie, and the big teddy bear that these Democrats are using, that they stab teddy bears, apparently. These Democrats they have a cope. They have a coping mechanism now.
She's hard to get to come on, though.
I saw it this morning.
Times.
Well, I don't watch it, but I did see a clip.
Islam.
Thank you to the War Room.
They'd like to get rid of Christianity.
Saw a clip of Joe Scarborough and that daughter of a war criminal, Mika Brzezinski, talking about
it's a threat to their socialism.
We know. There's the Epstein files are released. Yeah, we get it.
Christianity won't.
Yeah, we don't see anything that really incriminates Trump. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. The officials don't have anything that really incriminates Trump, but maybe
They sure tried.
you got to ask yourself, why is it that Donald Trump tried to stop the release of the Epstein files? Why did he do that in the beginning? Why did he stop the release of the Epstein files? Why didn't he want them to come out? Is Joe Scarborough, are you really that dumb? Oh God, why do you have a show? Nobody cares about MSNBC, MSDNC, MS Now, MS, whatever you call yourself, trying to rebrand it and make it seem like you're not a bunch of communist propagandist assholes. You're still the same individuals. Nobody's going to watch your show. Your ratings haven't improved. Now, Joe Scarborough, you might, before you try to throw shade on Donald Trump, you might need to do a tell-all and explain why there was a dead intern found in your fucking office 30 years ago. Have you done that yet? Because all I see is obfuscation on your part. I don't see that you really talk about that incident of that poor girl who was found dead in your office. Oops, she hit her head. Dang, crazy how that happens. So until you do that, shut the hell up about Donald Trump. But you're using your coping mechanism along with Hakeem Jeffries, who uses his coping mechanism, who has the unmitigated gall to stand there at a podium when a journalist asked him, and who posted this? Because I want to give credit to the content creator, Michael Carbonera of Florida. Thank you so very much. I'll play a little bit of it just to give you an idea. It's pretty crazy. Hold on.
The law expeditiously.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Chairman Comer said yesterday on the floor that you had Jeffrey Epstein over for dinner and took money from him back in 2013.
He did.
This was after he was on the sex offender list. Any comment on that? And will you be holding members accountable regardless of party affiliation if there were any misdeeds related to the Epstein?
Was that a serious question or a serious statement from malignant clown James Comer, that I had Jeffrey Epstein over for dinner, that I accepted money from Jeffrey Epstein? What's extraordinary to me about the clown show on the other side of the aisle is that they lie with impunity on things that are objectively verifiable.
Oh.
And why do they do that?
Do tell.
It's because for months, Republicans have been burying the Jeffrey Epstein files.
Well, I say.
Not Democrats. Our view continues to be the same.
You're the heroes. Clearly.
We want to make sure that what the survivors have asked
Hey, Mr. Fixer.
Oh, survivors. Oh.
Which is full
Welcome.
and complete transparency in order to bring about accountability,
sure,
actually happens.
Oh, wow. Of course.
And
I've had enough. I'm done with, I am done decisively and in a bipartisan way. Yeah, Hakeem. I got a couple of things for you, Hakeem, because I'm going to tag you in this, which you always look like you just woke up. Stop doing coke. Stop doing coke. It's not helping you. You still look tired as hell all the time. You just look like somebody done beat you to your socks. Go on somewhere and sit down, Hakeem. You're getting primaried. First of all, it was a bipartisan because y'all the some bitches who brought this shit up. Y'all started this Epstein narrative because see, you thought you were going to be able to bring it out drip, 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 a little bit at a time. Here's another letter. Here's another message buried on the 32nd page under the 34th and 52nd page. And here's the name Trump. And oh my gosh, here's Trump. These people all ran in the same circles. You fucking idiot. Why do y'all try to act like the only person that Jeffrey Epstein knew over the last 40 years was Donald Trump? We're seeing pictures of celebrities. We are seeing pictures of former Prince Andrew. We are seeing pictures of Bill Gates, Bill Clinton. Trump has nothing to do with this. There's one picture that we've all seen 10 years ago or even further back, where the faces are blacked out. President Trump is sitting there. He wasn't president at the time. He was the head of the Miss Universe pageant, bro. He knew these females. Every single one of them in this picture were over 18. You blocked out the faces because you knew that people would be able to determine, oh, these are grown-ass females. These are not children. You bastards, you're always trying to make it seem like Trump is at the forefront of the problem when it's actually you people. You did horrible, terrible things to children, and you're trying to make it seem like it was Trump. The Jedi mind trick is...
Some of them were sacrificed.
It's not working anymore. And Hakeem, let me go ahead and
Epstein was a CIA asset.
Bring this back to you. You damn useless ass porch Negro. You did take campaign money from Jeffrey Epstein in 2013, you son bitch. We can look at the documentation. We are not illiterate. We can read, fool. Y'all done talking about it? Clearly, you don't want to talk about it no more. Oh, well, it's fine. It's very convenient. I just thought I'd let you in a little secret. There's more to come. Y'all should have left this alone. You were so desperate to throw yourselves on the sword, to sacrifice yourself on the altar of Trump derangement syndrome, that you are willing to watch the Democrat Party die. We'll be there for the postmortem.
I'd be here for it too.
This message is to Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Mr. Duffy, Secretary Duffy, I am a Colorado resident, and I see that there's $25 million of federal funding on the table to the state of Colorado, and that they are not complying with federal law concerning the CDLs for illegal aliens. Sir, I would just strongly suggest, as
I haven't seen that one, Rock.
Not just a Colorado resident, but one who was involved in a hit and run by an illegal alien who had a non-domicile CDL, or maybe he didn't, in the United States and in the state of Colorado.
Wow.
This individual on the...
So Rock posted in the one thing here, chat group, that Elon Musk is sharing a bombshell report that Muslim processed 281,000 online voter registration forms with zero proof of citizenship. Well, Democrats love that, I'm sure. Hopefully more to come out on that.
Morning of, I believe it was the 19th of October of 2022. This was at the height of Biden's...
Can all those voter registrations be pulled now? Can they go away and have to re-register if they're real?
Foreign invasion.
For the only real
this individual totaled my vehicle, ran into me while I was sitting at a stop sign waiting to make a right turn. I looked left, looked right, looked left again, and by the time I looked left again, I had a truck in my front seat. So all I was doing was obeying the traffic laws and trying to make a right turn at a stop sign. I went through all kinds of hell. I never got compensated. I tried to get an attorney. None of that worked.
Gregory, are you listening to this? She had the same issue with the illegal driver.
I was told, well, there's no cameras around, so we can't do anything for you. So all the ambulance chasers in Colorado, you all go to hell because you're completely ineffective and you're useless. I never got any help from any of you, though I tried. This individual, I was in shock, but I had the good sense I was like buried in my car, but somehow I got out and ran to that dude's truck to bang on the window to get information, but he can't speak English. So it was all for naught. So I limped back to my car that had been destroyed. By the time the Brighton Police Department got there, yeah, they cited me. They said that it was my fault that the crash happened. It was my fault because I was getting ready to make a right turn. Because Brighton and a lot of places in this state support and protect illegal aliens. They do make up more than 22% of the non-domicile CDLs. They're everywhere. They own trucking companies. They live very well while American citizens have to go through hell to even think about getting a business license. I posted a video the other day about a Colorado businesswoman who had a tax lien because the city of Denver just excoriates and gives no grace period to American citizens and American businesses. But if you're an illegal alien and you got 10 taco trucks and you got
Marianne, she was forced to be homeless for a while. Long story on that.
got 7 trucking companies, you're good. All good in the neighborhood every day, all day long. So my point in making this video, and please somebody make sure Secretary Duffy sees this before any of that money goes out. Do not give Colorado another dime. They participate clearly in fraudulent elections. See what's coming out about Georgia now? See what's happening? God has torn back the veil. The curtains are torn down and the truth is coming out. Colorado has participated in all level of fraud. Do not give them any more money to try to plug this $1.5 billion deficit that they caused because they've spent the last 4 years supporting illegal aliens. Don't give them a dime until they comply with every federal law that is issued. The state of Colorado is full of individuals who think that they are higher than God and that they don't have to abide by any laws because they don't like the chief executive with the Article 2 authority.
Yeah,
so they'll just tell the Department of Justice to take a hike. That information from the CDLs should have already been returned to you. Do not give them one single red cent. An illegal alien destroyed my life by tearing up my car. I didn't get paid for any of that. All I got was this old used car paid off and not even the whole amount. So I had to just figure it out. You know why? Because I'm an American citizen. Secretary Duffy, I said all that to say this.
Productivity's gone
do not give Colorado
there.
Another dime.
That's actually hurt their economy.
They're not going to do what they're supposed to with it. And they cause these problems. You reap what you sow. God bless you. Merry, happy Christmas, happy New Year to Secretary Duffy. Thank you for watching. Please, somebody make sure he sees this. And thank you all for your attention to this matter.
Okay, next one, she's talking about the GDP growth numbers. Really, very, very good ones.
4.7% GDP growth. Those are the latest numbers. I think it just came out today. I saw Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent. I think EJ Antoni reposted it. It's amazing news. The economists are stunned, especially those who lean crank far left. They can't even understand what's happening right now because the Democrats always want to own the narrative that they are the champions of democracy and they are the ones who care about the working man and they are the ones who are fighting for your income equality and all this bullshit. They're not. They're not. They sat there and they cheered on last 4 years illegal aliens coming in and stealing your jobs. They cheered it on. They supported it. They got money and sent it through to the NGOs with these big omnibus bills while you sat and suffered, while you lost your house, while you lost your apartment, you lost the dollar lost value. 10% inflation. It was north of 9.5% under Joe Biden. That was all of the excessive government spending, the absolutely useless millions of extra government jobs, federal jobs filled with individuals who did absolutely nothing. I was a federal employee, so I know how that shit works. Bunch of lazy ass, ungrateful federal employees who did nothing to stimulate the economy or to bring any value. So I'm glad, thank you, Doge, thank you, Elon Musk, that they got rid of those individuals. They were useless and they were just a drain on taxpayer money. The rest of it went, as we're finding out, for all these social programs for the illegal aliens, 50 million illegal aliens that they brought in here over the last 4 years. 4.7% GDP growth. Why? Why is that a great thing? Oh, I don't know. Reshoring the factories and all the manufacturing that went overseas and went down to Mexico and everywhere else and built up their economies and made their people semi-rich. That's coming back here, baby. That's coming back here. Ford made a big announcement. Dodge, they gonna start making them Hemi engines again. We're not gonna have all this electric bullshit and these Green New Deals. All that shit is going to the wayside. Lee Zeldin, the head of the EPA, is bringing back good old American muscle that's gonna stimulate the economy. People are gonna start buying American trucks again. Bro, look here. The Democrats, I'm going to tell you what this boils down to. Yeah. The Democrats cannot let you see the golden age. They can't. They are freaking out. They have no idea how to grab back the narrative to say that they are the champions of affordability. They're not. They watched you suffer the last 4 years. They watched you be crumbled and crushed under Democrat rule and tyranny, and stealing all your money, watching millions of illegal aliens pouring in here every day, getting freebies out the yin yang, dog, while you suffered with no was going back to explanation Somalia whatsoever. Too. Just no ability to take care of yourself or to improve your life. So 4.7% GDP growth. That is huge. We had north of 9.5% inflation under Joe Biden and that Hindu Horus, Kamala Harris. There was nothing but inflation. All the money went to Ukraine and illegals. Oh yeah, and into the Democrat coffers. Yeah, we're finding all of this out. We're not just we know it, but we don't see the proof. Now we're seeing the proof. We had Democrats taking Donald Trump off the freaking ballot in Colorado, Jenna Griswold, until the Supreme Court slapped her fat ass down and said, you can't do that. You can't. I know you don't like him, but you can't just take him off the ballot. That still hasn't been answered for. These Democrats don't care about you. Please understand this. No, you will know them by their fruits. These people want you to believe that somehow the economy growing and just improving is wrong, or oh well, Joe Biden did that. No, because excuse you, gas was $4 north of $5 a gallon, and more than that in California and especially on the East Coast. How the hell is that better? 4.7% GDP growth on the private side, the private sector, not federal jobs, not the federal government, and anything. All this excessive borrowing, but private sector. Not illegals getting jobs and welfare payments and social programs. Yeah, they have. You can't hardly get around out here now. Everybody's out spending money, bro. These soldiers got that 1,776 dividend payment. And please don't bother with trying to, Democrats have been trying to shit on that too. Well, that ain't enough. Well, shut up. When you are P1, P2, and P3, that makes the difference between you getting to go home to see your family or you sitting in the barracks by yourself eating hot Cheetos. So shut up. Don't speak on soldiers. You don't know this life. Anyway, yes, the economy is thriving. President Trump is bringing manufacturing back to this country. We are just, it's just so much that it's hard to keep up. But know this, the Democrats can't let you see the golden age because then that eliminates everything that they have told you. Everything, every lie, every narrative, it's all bullshit. Right. And you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. They can't let you see the golden age. I don't know how they're going to try to do it, but they cannot let you see
that your life is better. Wait till that big, beautiful, bodacious bill drops early next year.
Well, it's the tax cuts. That's the biggest thing, and regulation.
It's going to be
cuts.
amazing.
And there's some spending
They
cuts.
can't let you see the
Not as
golden
much as
age,
they'd like.
and they're not in charge. Y'all had
Grocery
your chance.
spending, I should
You
say.
bet the house on it. Illegals and Ukraine, and you lost. We'll take it from here. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Amen. It's about Christmas
This is my
Eve. Christmas Eve message.
Christmas Eve message. We have a lot to be grateful for. This is the season of the commemoration of the birth of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Never, ever forget it. And we are just going to rock it in 2026. I can see it. I can just sense it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a little strange, even stranger things, that's funny, than we've already seen. But I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it to just hang around, chill out, stop all this fighting and bickering over things that don't even begin to matter. What matters is bringing this country that was founded by men who were completely flawed and who were completely unworthy, but they're like us. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Yeah. So we're all flawed. And yeah, this country was founded by people who weren't perfect. Oh my gosh. But guess what? So was every other conquest in the entire world throughout the history of time. America wasn't the only forming through conquest, it seems. My God. Don't people read history books? This is the commemoration of the birth of Jesus Christ. That is what we need to remember. And what I look forward to and what I'm already seeing is so many people, everybody's saying Merry Christmas now. It's awesome. I remember during the dark years of Obama and Biden, it's season greetings, happy holiday. Shut up. It's Merry Christmas. I've always said Merry Christmas because it's the commemoration of Christ. It's not, why are you going out and buying gifts then if you don't care about Christmas? Why are you buying gifts? Go sit in your house and be by yourself and frown and shut up. No, they always participate, but they don't want to congratulate. This is the commemoration of the rebirth and the renaissance of the American experience, pure Americana, holiness, and
I agree, Mr. Fixer. Sooner the better.
The returning Christ to schools, to
really? They're going to be troops on the ground
teaching children and teach them the ways of Christ, and it will never part from them. Bro, look, let me tell you something. I'm going to do it unashamed and unabashedly, and I don't care what you think.
Guess we're just not used to it.
You know, I really don't care because liberalism had its time. That was a social experiment, and it went on for way, way, way too long. It shouldn't have gone on longer than 10 years because it is absolutely destructive. And what do we have as a result now? The island of Dr. Moreau, where children are butchered, and it's like people are legislating to keep this going, like in Colorado. It's crazy. It's gone too far. You have had your time. God told me when Obama was ousted, thank God, that the time of evil is over. I have always heard that in my spirit because, and not necessarily because, that's when evil completely stopped. What actually happened is that the process of bringing America back to what God intended and what God gave the founding fathers the vision of America for, that is what is taking place. It's a process. It took them 75, 100 years to destroy America, the America that was built
by those who were completely imperfect. Please do not even bother bringing up slavery to me, because slavery is still going on in Nigeria and in Haiti. It's still going on.
It's happening in Muslim countries.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, it's gone on for the last 4 years at the southern border of the United States of America through Mexico and the Darien Gap. So spare me the slavery stories. I don't want to hear it. That's not why I'm here. This is a Christmas Eve message to remind people that we got work to do, and we've got to keep America, America. This is the shining city on a hill. It is a beacon of light, but we got to keep it America first, because if the ship is going down and you're trying to help somebody else, you got to help yourself first. And we got a lot of work to do. We got to bring this place back to holiness, back to Christ. And that is where it begins. And God said, apart from me, you have nothing. We saw that with the demons in office over the last 16 years. You've had your time. You've had your circus. We've seen your circus and your rainbow colors that had nothing to do with Noah's Ark. We've seen your flailing of circus demonic clowns. We're done with all that. Your social experiment failed, and it failed miserably. And as a result, there are...
Yeah, you're right, Rock.
Over 1 million American citizens that are dead from fentanyl overdoses. They're not going to celebrate Christmas this year.
It's not going to take long for the vigilante
are going
justice.
To just be devastated.
Sometimes
and,
that's
you know,
necessary.
we're done with you. We're done. We're done. We're done with the silliness. We're done with the social experiment. Liberalism is a mental disease.
It is.
Climate change is a hoax.
Some of them really have it.
The 2020 election was stolen. The jabs are not safe and effective. Let's just keep it all 100. Let's keep it all.
They used to take me
Christ,
down for saying that
because
stuff on
you will know
live.
the truth, and the truth will set you free. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. 2026 is going to be fire.
Yep, hopefully. I'm hopeful. All right, this is going to be the last one because of time. Colorado keeps stealing from the taxpayers. Watch this.
I'm working on a pretty good mad right now. And I'm putting these people on Front Street. And I'm not the only one who's doing it. Thank you, Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, for exposing J.B. Pritzker, Jared Polis, and Kathy Hochul, all cosplay grifting individuals pretending to be governors of their states while they're ruining their states and messing with people's lives at the same time. What do I mean by that? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security that is completely going away in these 3 states. Why? Because the House Bill 25-1296 in the state of Colorado has already been passed. The cosplay governor has already signed it into law as of May of this year. And because of these prime sponsors, I'm going to put you on Front Street, Lorena Garcia, that bitch, Yarazoki, and that pussy, Mike Weissman. They all co-sponsored this bill. And every single one of them should be shamed into infinity. They should not be able to run for Congress again. And they definitely should not be able to win. Because all y'all talk about is racism, white supremacy, Islamophobia, all kinds of bullshit that nobody gives a shit about anymore. Nobody cares about that. But when you start taking people's money out of their house for your own selfishness, see, what has happened is, I know in the state of Colorado, these liberals and these Democrats bet the house on Kamala Harris, or the Democrats taking the presidency and continuing to give them all these freebies.
But see, now we got President Trump, who literally walked the halls of Congress, whipping the votes from even fucking thin-skinned Republicans who didn't want to vote for the big, beautiful bill for the benefit of American citizens. Thank you, President Trump. We appreciate you and love you every day. At least he's working hard on my behalf. Y'all bastards, as soon as he got the big, beautiful, bodacious bill passed that is dropping like it's hot on the 1st of January, 2026, you grifters, you fucking criminals come in behind him. Lorena Garcia, Yara Zoki, Mike Weissman, to steal money from seniors through no tax on Social Security. See, no tax on tips and no tax on overtime. Oh, guess what? If you live in Colorado, Illinois, or New York, yeah, we get to keep all that money. Fuck you people. You know what? I'm going to make absolutely sure that everybody knows, especially when I go to restaurants. Oh, you know, you're not getting no tax on tips now because of Colorado and these representatives. Yeah, you know you're not going to get no tax on overtime because of these representatives who don't represent you. Oh, you know, as a senior, yeah, you're still going to get your Social Security tax. So either way, the state of Colorado is going to keep stealing your money because they're in a $2 billion deficit that they have absolutely no...
How can they do that if there's not supposed to be any tax on tips, period? How can they do that?
No idea how to come out of, because they gave billions of dollars to fucking illegals. My daughter is a server. She's highly disappointed because now she was looking forward to being able to keep more of her own damn money. She voted for President Trump because I made sure my children voted for the president. We did not vote for you Democrats. All y'all do is steal. I'm going to make sure anybody that I talk to absolutely knows that you're all a fucking joke and that you're not in office to do anything but steal from us. How can you stoop so low and then claim that you're working for the people? And think of the children. You don't care about nobody but yourself. You only support illegals because you were getting that fat cash through federal money through Biden and Harris and Mayorkas. And y'all thought it wasn't going to stop. You just thought you had a perpetual gravy train, you bastards. And now I got to tell my daughter, oh, sorry, you're still going to have to get your tips taxed because of you disgusting creatures. Thank you, Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, for your post on X exposing these criminals.
So is...
Do not vote for Democrats.
Illinois,
we got the midterms coming up. We got a chance. I think it's starting to sink into the people of Colorado that you people, Lorena Garcia, Yara Zoki, Mike Weissman, you ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking crooks. And you don't work for us. You do not work for us. All your little ideological bullshit, that's not working no more. People cannot pay their bills with white supremacy and ICE raids and defund the police and white nationalism. Bitch, go somewhere and sit down with that. We cannot pay our bills with that, but we can pay our bills with extra money from keeping our tips, keeping our Social Security, and keeping our overtime.
I know they do make
y'all jacked up with this one. I don't think you realize it yet, but you will. We need to vote them out. We need to make sure that they cannot return to Congress on a local or state level or a national level to continue to screw us over like this. I have had it. I have had it with you fucking people. Amen. We're going to make sure you don't get to do this to us anymore.
Midterms are going to be so important this year. So important. Okay, programming note. I should be on tomorrow, like 11:30. I'm probably going to bring in the new year. Probably play a few clips leading into it and that kind of stuff. And everyone in chat can kind of say how your year was and all that kind of stuff. All right. So I should be on tomorrow, 11:30 Eastern time. That is okay. All right. God bless everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.